Hey pals, it's Bean Dog. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 2021 goals and priorities. I have my notebook here that I wrote them in. This is my journal that I write in every night. I wrote them down a few nights ago and I thought I would share them with you all to help give you some ideas of what you can make your goals and resolutions for this year, and then also to help keep myself accountable. This is just another format for that. I'm filming on my brother's camera, so we've leveled up. So we'll see if the quality gets any better. I'm not used to it though because there's like the screen right here, so if I look over here you see my eyes aren't actually looking at the camera, which is there, so I need to make sure I'm looking there. I really hope I'm filming right now. I think I am. Okay, so let me flip to the page. Okay. Let's start with my 2021 goals. Technically, these are New Year's resolutions, but the way I wrote them is like a goal. And I think there is a difference between a goal and a resolution. A goal is something you set out to do, whereas a resolution is more about the progress. And I think mine is kind of a combo of both, because the way I worded it is like a goal, but the actual idea is more of a progress goal, which is kind of like a resolution. It's really confusing how I think of it, but it works for me, so. Whatever works for you, you do you. My first goal is to go with the flow, or just keep swimming. That's kind of my motto. So when something doesn't go as planned, I want to remind myself that I'm strong enough to keep pushing. I can just keep going, you know, just keep swimming, like the goal says. My second one is to think before I commit. I find that I often say yes to things because I feel like I should, or it might advance my outlook on something in some way, when in reality that may not happen and I might not enjoy it. And so there's really no reason to do it. My little comment that I said is don't say yes to something unless you actually want to do it. And I think there's a difference between thinking it's going to be fun and like really wanting to do it, and then knowing that it's a valuable experience, because there could be an opportunity for me at school that I should take and I should go for, that I may not really want to do, but I know that it will help me in the long run. And I'm not saying I should say no to that. I think I should say yes to that. Trying new things, trying new experiences, taking the opportunities that are given to me. But the things that I don't think are actually going to help me, but for some reason I feel like I should do it, those are the things that I don't think I should do. And I should say no to those. So think before I say yes. This also goes for relationships I have with people. If I don't want to see them, or I don't find any value in that relationship, I don't think that I should continue to put effort into it. So both for experiences and for friendships and my relationships with people. My third one is don't complain until you've tried to fix the problem. For example, I don't want to complain about the SAT unless I've studied really hard for it and worked really hard on it and it's still really weighing down on me. So I don't want to be complaining about something that I haven't tried to work through yet. Number 4 is to do what I set out to do. This one sounds really straightforward. It's just don't give up, right? But the example, when I actually thought of this goal, I was on a run and I had set out to do a 6-mile loop, and I had the loop in my head, knew the route, where to turn, where to go. But I was really tired and I wanted to turn back. And I said to myself, no, you set out to go this 6-mile loop. You're fine and you can complete that. Obviously, if something's going terribly wrong, if I get hurt or I'm really just, I can't do it, then yeah, it's fine. I can turn back and go home. And that works in all aspects of life. But if I can keep going, I'm going to keep going because I want to do what I set out to do. So that's what my 4th goal was. My 5th one is kind of encompassing everything, and that's to know that God has a plan for me. And I need to trust that timing, trust the timeline, know that there is a timeline, and don't try to go against it. So this one kind of goes in hand with the just keep swimming, just keep pushing, and know that there's a timeline. So when things aren't going well, this is something to remember. And when things are going well, this is also something to remember. So those are my goals. Now I want to go through my priorities. For 2021, I also made a list of things that I want to do more of. So those are my priorities, the things that I really want to spend my time doing. And so I have practicing guitar and ukulele. That's my first one. I got a guitar for Christmas and I found a ukulele that was free on the side of the road while I was actually on a run with one of my friends. And so I've been learning to play both of those. And those are 2 instruments that I really want to practice more and get better at. They're really fun to play, but I think sometimes if I have a little bit of free time, I might resort to just just watching TV instead of pulling those out. So that is one of my first priorities for the year, to practice those more. The second one is self-care or alone time. I made a video about this a few months ago, but I want to get better at spending time alone, and then also just taking care of myself better, taking care of my skin, my health, both physical and mental. And then I also want to spend more time making YouTube videos. Over the past few months, I've been working on them, and although I don't have a large audience, I've actually found that this is really fun. It's a great creative outlet for me that I didn't really know I had, and so I've been really enjoying filming, editing, and then posting videos and seeing your reactions. Although it's just a few of you, I do really enjoy it, and so I want to prioritize that and continue making videos in the new year. Another thing I want to do more of is spontaneity. Obviously, I will stay safe, but I do think there is value in taking opportunities that come without thinking too hard about them. So that's something I really want to try to do more of in 2021, is just going with the flow and doing whatever comes my way, if that's gonna make me feel fulfilled and if it's gonna be fun and a good experience. I want to try new things when the opportunity is presented to me and when I just want to. That kind of goes in hand with the last one, but I really want to just try new things when I can. If I think of a hobby or an art that I want to try, I want to push myself to go for it. Whether that's painting, I don't know what else, like take up a new sport, like I want to push myself to try to feel comfortable with trying new things. Whether that opportunity is presented to me right in my face or if I just think it up, I want to have that initiative to go for it. The second to last one is to give more. I want to give more this coming year, whether that's in gifts, like monetary form, or my time. I want to be able to give more to other people. So whether that means being more generous with Christmas gifts next year, I want to try to do that. This is a big progress goal because I know with the monetary side of giving more, it's going to take a long time. So I know now if I want to give more generous Christmas gifts next season, then I'm going to need to have a job throughout the entire summer to be able to afford that. But then giving more in terms of time, I think volunteering and internships, those are two great opportunities to give more to other people with my time. So volunteering to tutor kids after school over Zoom, I've been doing that for a little while now. That's something I want to continue doing. And then just different things that come up as new opportunities arise, I want to take advantage of those and give more to other people. And then the last one is to have fun. This one goes along with many of them and it's very cheesy. But this year I really want to just let go a little bit more and have more fun, take some things less seriously. And I know it's going to be a really hard year with COVID, with the injustices going on in our country and our world. And then also just with school, second semester junior year is one of the hardest semesters of high school, and then applying to college in the second half of the year, like that is going to be tough. And I know it will be, but I'm going into it with the mindset that I can still enjoy those moments even though they're going to be so hard. And I wrote in my journal here that this life I have is such a blessing and I want to take advantage to the fullest of my time here on earth. Like I know it's morbid and it's sad, but we don't have a long time, and so we need to take advantage of the time we do have and put our time in places that we want it to be and try to enjoy every single moment. Even if it's hard, we can do it. So with that, I am going to shut my notebook. I love this notebook, by the way. My brother gave it to me for Christmas last year, so in 2019, and it's like the best notebook ever. I love like the gold and then the blue and then the paper is lined. I would show you my journal entries, but they're a little private, so. That's all for today's video. I hope that maybe I gave you some inspiration for some New Year's goals or resolutions, and then this will hold me accountable. I know that's for sure. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, pals!